So our prayer this morning is that the Lord will give us wisdom, togetherness with the government, the aspiration of the government to bring about this realization in Jesus' name.
Thank you. That is the shortest prayer of the year. The shortest prayer. A lot of people were anticipating that we're going to spend another 10, 20 minutes. Thank you. That's is reflecting standards, way of life. We will not waste time. Just sharp and get straight to the program. Thank you, Pastor Matthew. It's of course it's a veteran broadcaster and my boss. So thank you. All right, we have opened the program. As I think that's the next thing is for us to have the national anthem, please. National anthem. Who the state government is looking forward to taking the state's economy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's at this moment I'd like to introduce and welcome to the microphone a welcome address by the Honorable Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, our brother and friend, a mentor, the man who's raising the bar in the ministry. Over the weekend, we had a very good time. The commissioner gave us good time, gave the staff good time. When I say good time, in the Valentine's period. So we had good time on Friday, and the team, the staff are still enjoying that. Please, let's welcome the commissioner. Please, thank you.
Good morning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and permanent secretaries, our guests from different shades of the economy, our stakeholders. You permit me that I haven't done the national anthem, and the man who understands our culture. That will be our feet to take the Benin anthem. This can we be on our feet. My wife and go illegal. Oh, we can yo. Oh, I did more oh, God, so big. Baba, Kimayo, Otuni Wapa. Director Generals of different agencies and parastatals, Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of Tourism, our partners, the Chairman CEO, Amena Academy, who's been a very strong partner of the ministry, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I warmly welcome you all to this important stakeholder sensitization program for operators in the hospitality industry this morning. Let me begin by appreciating the tremendous work you are doing across Edo State, the length and breadth of this great state. Your contributions, especially in creating employment opportunities for our teeming youth, do not go unnoticed by the government. We commend your resilience, commitment, and investment in the growth of our state's economy. Today marks a very important milestone in this project by the Edo State government, the standardization, grading, and classification of hotels, bars, lounges, clubs, event centers, and other hospitality outfits across the state. This initiative is aimed at ensuring professionalism, quality service delivery, and sustainable growth within the hospitality sector. We are having a stakeholder meeting here in Edo South Senatorial District, after which we will extend it to the other two senatorial districts henceforth. Grading and classification of hospitality businesses will no longer be based on guesswork. Instead, it will follow clear professional and transparent standards. This process will enable the government to properly identify, engage with you as business owners, while also helping us to generate reliable data. As you all know, data is extremely important, especially for effective governance and planning. The data gathered will be used strictly for the benefit of stakeholders, particularly in areas such as policy formulation, support programs, training opportunities, and the disbursement of incentives that may be made available to the sector. I want to emphasize that the program offers you visibility and credibility. It will help more people recognize and trust your businesses, thereby increasing customer confidence and patronage. The Governor Okpebholo-led administration through the Shine Agenda is doing great things in our sector. The governor is opening new roads, breaking new boundaries, connecting bridges between the rural and the urban areas, and even constructing new roads even to local areas that have been impossible over the years. Drive investors into building great hospitality centers in the neighborhoods, thereby creating awareness and empowering our tourism sector potential. In conclusion, I urge you all to see this program as a partnership between government and stakeholders. Together, we can raise the standards of the hospitality industry in Edo State and position it for greater growth and recognition. With this partnership, Edo State will become a major destination place for tourism and visitors due to improved quality and enhanced service delivery. Before thanking all of you for coming for this event, I always want to digress a little bit in appreciating our stakeholders and in appreciating our investors who have found this state a safe haven to come and put your money. And it's my prayer that your investment, you will never lose your investment in the mighty name of Jesus. Going forward, as commissioners, as your steward, overseeing the affairs of this ministry, I do wish to make this pledge in partnership with my staffs, my permanent secretary who is working tirelessly with me, to make sure we truly give this hospitality sector the more desired visibility that it requires. You all will agree with me in this hall. Should we have in full attendance all our hospitality facilities here in Edo State, this hall will be too small to accommodate all of us. And therefore, henceforth, I want to place on a record, under the state of one of the government administration, this state will never tolerate or condone any lackadaisical attitude towards government invitation to such programs. Because this program is aimed at supporting your project, is aimed at supporting your investment, and is aimed at bringing value to you. But under our ministry, under my watch, we want to make sure from the point where our tourism guests will be making reservations online, their flight reservations, hotel reservations, their safety begins from their laptop. And in doing so, we want to make sure after the grading of these facilities and these hotels, our guests, our visitors feel very safe coming into Edo State and go back with a message that Edo is the next destination to visit. On this note, ladies and gentlemen, I declare this program open. Enjoy yourself, listen, watch the program, and Edo will shine for the good of all. Thank you.
Let's put our hands together once again for the remarks by the Honorable Commissioner for Arts, Culture, and Creative Economy, Honorable Chris Ewuye Okaebe. Thank you, Honorable Commissioner. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have, the program is formally declared open, and to the glory of God, we are here. So once again, be taken through what's hospitality, the rating and grading of hospitality is all about. So ladies and gentlemen, please, let's invite the ministry's mandates to be given by the permanent secretary. The ministry's mandates to be given by the permanent secretary, Irene Omogura Esquire. A round of applause, please. Just once again, a round of applause for the permanent secretary who is working tirelessly to ensure things are done well.
Thank you very much. Could you give your hands up for the master of ceremony? He's doing such a beautiful job. Nobody's proud about me that him, so he's proud of us. Please, I didn't hear that. Wow. Well, looking very beautiful today. Honorable Commissioner, thank you so much for guiding us through this beautiful work today. The Commissioner for Arts, Culture and Tourism, most distinguished ladies and gentlemen present, Mr. Chief Edopolo, Mr. Idada is here. I see Imadi, I see leaders and champions in the hospitality sector. I would like at this time, the head of service is represented here, other permanent secretaries here present, directors in the ministry. I would like at this time to rest on the already established protocols. So I've been asked to say a few things about the ministry. The Honorable Commissioner has already told us what Mr. Governor is doing around the Shine agenda for the art, culture and tourism space, especially in the area of grading and classification. We thank our Honorable Commissioner for making us see and understand what we are expected to do as investors in Edo. So talking about the ministry, a lot of us, some of us are here for the first time, some of us have been here before. So I would just like to just say a few things about who we are as a ministry. The Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy was recently changed by this administration from the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Tourism to the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy. The reason behind that is that Mr. Governor, in his magnanimity and understanding what we needed in the sector, felt that it was important for us to capture the essence of who we are as Edo people. He needed the space, he needed the ministry where the creativity of our people, the showcase, our hospitality will be seen and known just like by looking at our name. So some of you have been asking and wondering, well, what has happened to tourism? We are still within the tourism sector, but we are now known as the Ministry of Arts because you talk Edo, you must talk about arts, where our culture is uppermost in our minds. and of course, the creativity of the Edo people is captured by this ministry by a name change. I thought you be clapping for Mr. Governor. And our mandate as a ministry is simple. Firstly, we have to look at the space. We have to understand what we all need in Edo in this sector. So our first mandate is the formulation of policies, formulation of laws, formulation of guidelines that border around the arts sector, that border around the culture sector, that also borders around the creative economy sector. So anything that falls within this space falls within the mandate of what we are to do. So you're an artist, all these lovely cameramen looking at us, this art council and all the musicians, moving around in the States, anything that has to do with creativity, your thoughts, your ideas, visual art, pictures on the wall, it's your media presentation, this billboard, you're seeing anything that has to do with our creativity we are the supervisory ministry for that. And then one major thing that we also have to do is to ensure that master plan, we have a tourism master plan, it's in the works for now. It was passed a few years ago. We also ensure that that master plan is implemented. You can't talk about Edo. We say that there are just two cultures in the world, two kingdoms in the world. You talk about the English kingdom and then you talk about Benin kingdom. And a plan on how we're going to preserve, how we're going to promote, how we're going to improve and tell the world about who we are. That is captured in our tourism master plan document. So one major thing we need to do, we do as a sector, is the implementation of that. Then we also have agencies that we work with. I just needed to mention that. We have the Arts Council, we have the Tourism Agency, we have the Diaspora Agency. All of these agencies are within the sector and they are under the direct supervision of the Commissioner of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy. So all of us work together. So when I speak for the sector. So we all work together to ensure that all of the issues concerning our space are ably dealt with. We also develop standards. That's one of the reasons we're here, that we develop standards, we develop regulations, we come up with rules, like I said earlier, how to monitor our space. So it's not just hospitality, not just hotels, not just lounges, not just bars, not just event centers that we formulate policies over or we develop standards. We supervise and control all of the arts, all areas that have to do with our cultural sites, our cultural heritage, the moats. I see the Oga at the top of the National Council of Museum. Thank you for coming with your team. The moats are one of our cultural heritages we're quite proud of in Edo. They talk about the Chinese moats, the walls of China, and they talk about the Benin moats. And we also tell the world that the Benin moats is the longest and the biggest, longest moats in this world. People are coming from all over the world. So I also know that the Economic Commissioner just recently set up a task force to ensure that we preserve and protect our moats. So that's a very important part of our cultural heritage. There are many, many cultural heritages we have on the side. We have shrines, we have rivers, we have waters, we have all manner of things. So our ministry is the ministry that ensures that these parts of our heritage are protected. And then lastly, we are involved in promotion. So whatever it is that we can do as a team to promote our culture, to promote our arts, promote our heritage, it is this ministry that does that. In doing that, we work with all of you in the room. We don't work in silos. Like I said earlier, we have our agencies and we work with stakeholders, we work with partners. I also wanted to join me to thank Amena Academy, our partner in this space of hospitality, for helping us and working with us to ensure that our hospitality sector is doing its best. You can see behind me, Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy. We're having our stakeholders engagement with the Amena Academy. If you're from Amena, can we just see your hands, please? If you are from Amena Academy, a lot of them are spread across the room. Please, can you just give it up for Amena Academy? And they will be joining us to handle the supervision, the grading, and the assessment of all our hospitality sectors. So we have partners spread across different sectors in Edo State handling this space. So our mission as a ministry is very simple. We leverage on our arts, we leverage on our culture, we leverage on our creative space, and all of this is to ensure that we are a leading contributor to the social economic development of the state. We are interested in ensuring that Edo people doing business here, have more money. They become very, very socially relevant. They become economically viable. So that's what we are interested in doing as a ministry. Mr. Governor has said time to that number that is here to ensure that Edo people are smiling, that Edo people are shining. Edo people will shine. Edo people will shine. So join us as we work with Mr. Governor to ensure that in our space we continue to smile and shine. So our vision as a ministry is to promote arts, to promote culture, promote tourism, promote creativity by formulating appropriate policies and guidelines to attract national and international patronage. Our objective is very simple. As all of this I've stated culminates in the fact that we are responsible for the promotion of our arts, promotion of our culture, promotion of our heritage. We support the development of new talents throughout our various platforms. We have a heavy social media presence, so we use all our media, all that we have to ensure that we promote new ideas and new talents. We have commenced plans already for this year towards putting a talent hunt program together. We have also commenced plans in ensuring that we promote and appreciate those that have been doing well in our sector. The Commissioner had approved somewhere down the line for those of us that have the program. We shall be recognizing, we can't recognize everyone, we shall be recognizing the few persons that have excelled, that have done well for us as a state. So it is our responsibility as a ministry to encourage those that are promoting and preserving the Edo culture. So you see a practical example of how we encourage some of these persons as we get down the line. So our wealth of historical landmarks, they are done with a lot of cultural significance. It's part of the state government's shine agenda to ensure that we revamp, we restructure. A lot of that, you see a lot of that going on for this year, 2026. We are coming up with a compendium of our stories, our histories, our background. We are going to put that together in an easily readable and carryable form for all of us, for our children, for those of us in this room, for our colleagues, our friends, to be able to know who we are, where we come from. It's part of the ways in which we are going to protect and promote our culture. So I'm calling on all of us in the room to please spread the message to others that the Ministry of Arts, Culture and Creative Economy, we're under new leadership, and it's a time that all of us must come together as partners to ensure that the pride of the Edo person is kept intact. And how can you do this? Come together, we have ministry staff around. If you have questions, you have things that concern our sector that you want to ask about, please feel free to let us know what your concerns are. Feel free to, there's going to be a session down the line, just in case you're not able to be here at that session. Please feel free to pass us a note. Feel free to talk to us about your thoughts about our space. We are open to partnerships. We are open to collaborations. All of this is geared towards ensuring that we become more economically viable, that our pride of place in the quality of nations, we are able to stand tall and say, of the truth, I am an Edo born, or I'm an Edo person. You can be born here or you're doing business here, we are Edo. So I want to join the Honorable Commissioner in congratulating all of us in the room for coming here today and putting our hands on that plow to ensure that we continue to shine. Thank you very much and congratulations for being here today. God bless you.
Please, let's do more for the cabinet secretary. Thank you. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, please, in the course of recognitions, I missed out some very, very distinguished personalities in our midst. Please, I just want to apologize. I missed out earlier on. Please, let's welcome projects, the rating and classification of hospitality outfits in Edo State. Let's invite Edo Arts Council, please. ladies and gentlemen, we go straight into the project overview and implementation. Before we do that, let me quickly recognize a stakeholder here. Ambassador Owa Imadi is the CEO of Arose Cultural Hub Ministry. Also is the Senior Special Assistant to Governor Faro on Media. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please, let's invite one of our big staff, one of our big stakeholders, as far as hospitality and tourism is concerned, and of course is a major collaborator in this project. Please join me to welcome Mr. Edosa Erobami. Mr. Edosa Erobami is the CEO MD of Edosa Catering Services Limited, as a culinary expert, and of course, popularly known as Amena Academy. Round of applause. In case you don't know, we are not received, but this is the Amena everyone is talking about. Thank you so much. It's going to take us through the project overview and implementation, of course, and the benefits. Thank you, sir.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Let me particularly greet my brother, friend, fellow commissioner, Chris Okaibe, the permanent secretary, Ministry of Arts, Culture, and Creative Economy, Barrister Irene Mogwa. Today is indeed a day the Lord has made, and we will be glad and rejoice in it. As I stand before you, I'm having nostalgia for it because this journey started many years ago in the reign, the time of Comrade Adam Oshoma. And a lot of you may have wondered why are they inviting us? They are disturbing us again. Government is disturbing us again. No lights, no water, no this. No be so. No be so. But you know what? Rome was built by the Romans. United Kingdom was built by the British. America was built by the Americans. Edo was built by the Edos. We had a wonderful display just now. A lot of you may not even understand the significance of what happened here a few minutes ago. For you, cultural. But I noticed people already took their cameras up and went. That is tourism. A few weeks ago, I saw a young lady on a motorbike in one event in Edo State. I said, who is this beautiful lady? And today I met her at SSC on tourism. I must salute you. I'm going to give you a background because, and the need for you to understand that this project is our project. This project is not Chris Okaibe's project. It's not Ministry of Art, Culture, and Creative Economies project. It is not a project for government, but it's our project. And I'll tell you why. Some of the reasons. We once had an office in the United Arab Emirates, and the office, Amena Academy, UAE, and we're close to those who formulate policies for the entire hospitality and tourism industry. I did a lot of learning from them in that space. Unfortunately, when Nigeria had serious issues with the UAE, which is just being, it's not even totally resolved, which is being resolved, because now to get a visa there now, it's a big issue. I realized something, that every facility, when I say every, I mean not one, not two, not three, every facility had some standards. Every. And if you're working anywhere, you were also marked. My brothers and sisters in the industry, I stand on both legs. I'm an industry player, and I also help to formulate policies. So, I know the pains of what the industry suffers. I understand the pains when somebody is not paid on the 30th, you have an event on the 5th, the person just says you don't work again. 2 days later, you see him working in the next building. Who's protecting us? We've invested so much. We've done so much to make sure that this business continues. Even in the training standards. Thank God for this administration. When I say this administration, a lot of people do not understand that in this space, the Nigerian government, under the leadership of President Tinubu, is now ensuring that National Skill Curriculum Framework is embedded in the curriculum for TVET. Which means that, to get to the point, if you don't have an NSQ certification, you cannot be employed in any kind of vocational job. A lot of people don't know. But some of you know, as we speak, we have over 30 organizations that we have posted interest in the state. From those in I see some of the partner organizations here. But that's not really why we're here. So, for all of us, grading and classification, it is not meant for government, as a matter of fact. It's just that we have come to this point in our life where we depend on government for virtually everything. How it was designed so, we don't know, but we are in this position. So what we should be having is stakeholders and inviting the commissioner and foreign secretary to just come and observe the proceedings. Because truly speaking, this is our project. Grading and classification of hospitality and tourism is coming in the State. The hospitality grading and classification system is a structured quality assurance framework designed to evaluate and categorize hospitality establishment based on defined service standards, operational efficiency, safety compliance, and customer experience delivery. How are we going to achieve this? Of course, this same thing that we are trying to do, I told you that we have been in the front line in the forefront of it, trying to achieve it. It's been so many years, we are applying technology. A state tried to do it recently and it crashed because you can imagine in Benin City metropolis alone, the hospitality establishment in Benin City, not in Benin City, Oredo, Ubalha, Ego, some part of Bia, you know, there are over 1,000. There are over 1,000. We're not talking about north that wonders are happening. And Edo Central. So, if you look at the geographical space of Edo State, it does not. It's a country in some parts of Europe. In some parts of the Middle East, it's a country. So it means that Edo can decide to outshine. Edo can decide to outshadow, out-tourism any other destination in Nigeria. If you look at those who own big restaurants and hotels in Lagos and Abuja, and Edo man is involved. And Edo man is involved. Yes or no?
Yes.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, give yourself a rounding sound of applause. You don't get it. You don't get it. When I say give yourself a rounding sound of applause, I mean you have made it happen. The tourism and hospitality industry is the biggest employer of labor globally. Is the biggest employer of labor globally. So for you not to give yourself a round of applause, you are doing yourself injustice. Please give yourself a round of applause. As I continue, let me recognize the input and the dedication of the permanent secretary seated here. The commissioner has just come to join us recently, but he has brought in, he has increased and enforced momentum that is taking it to another level. I'm sure you are not hurt. Maybe this is the first time. Both of them put heads together and say, you know what? Anywhere we can appreciate our people, let's appreciate them. This is not just an event, it's an award ceremony happening today. I can't feel you. Some of us are not here. I said this is the first time an award is given from a ministry appreciating stakeholders without any political affiliation. Let's give honor to whom honor is due. The fact of the matter is that you will hear, oh, the man at PDP, the man at FGC, the man at ADC, this one and this one. When I saw the list, I was happy. And I'm aware that some people were approached. When I mean approached, they were informed. I said, you see them informed. They said, maybe they will not come if you didn't tell them. So, this is creating visibility. You are being recognized. From a little booker, side booker, you are being recognized. From the big hotels, you are being recognized. So this visibility 2026, it's about us. It's not about taxation, it's not about government revenue. The ministry is going to render a service, just like we render services to our customers. So, this initiative is introduced to promote uniformity, professionalism, and service excellence within the hospitality industry by assessing hotels, guest houses, resorts, restaurants, and other hospitality facilities against recognized industry benchmarks. The system ensures that establishments operate in line with national and global best practice. For those of you who are in tune with the standards in West Africa, or in Africa, or globally, there is an ECOWAS framework for the standardization and classification of hotels or any hospitality establishment. And this framework has also been accepted by the NTDA. So it's not something that I just said, it's just waking up and saying, they are trying, we are trying. We are not just trying, we are already in tandem with global best practice. And you are the ones to do it. Just imagine all the facilities here decide to go on strike. Just imagine we decide to go on strike. Protea Hotel doesn't open. Amala Sport does not open. Visit Edo does not open. Fresh one on Airport does not open. Just imagine we go on strike. Think about it. Government will go on their knees. The man will am I lying, sir? Am I lying, sir? If they say they are not working again, what will you people do? The problem is from Edo State Internal Revenue Service. So that is why we should take this opportunity to endorse, not just endorse, to encourage this initiative. In Edo State, the Authority Grading and Classification Project represents a strategic effort by the government to strengthen the tourism and hospitality sector. The project aims to create a transparent and reliable rating system that helps customers make informed choices while encouraging operators to continuously improve their service and facilities. Beyond quality assurance, the grading and classification exercise will support government planning, policy formulation, industry regulation, and investment promotion. It will also provide a comprehensive database of hospitality assignment across the state, fostering sustainable growth and competitiveness within the state. Through collaboration with stakeholders, industry associations, and regulatory bodies, the project seeks to enhance service standards, improve visitor satisfaction, and position Edo State as a leading tourism and hospitality destination. When we have epileptic standards, there is a challenge. Because we cannot attract very serious projects for Edo. What do I mean? Let's say there's an international conference. They need 6,000 hotels. They will not just pick a hotel or a Radisson. They are looking for every other hotel, Canada World. They are looking for every other hotel, and it must meet those standards. If you don't meet the standards, they'll say, you know what? We cannot. This is, if you remember when Nigeria hosted Koja, can you remember? The transportation system had to be improved. Obasanjo bought new buses. They built new stadium. They renovated the stadium. That is what we are talking about. If all of us up our game, Edo will be the destination. Don't forget that now, those days people used to buy tickets. Okay, we're going on summer, family of 5. Buy the ticket. Try it now. Try it. You will hear something. It's true. With 1 million, you bought ticket for 6 people. Honorable is happy. But today, you can't say you want to buy ticket for 6 people. But you should be able to say, you want to go by road or go by air if you feel the road is not safe to Edo State to enjoy the weekend. There's no reason why Edo cannot be the next destination. The issue of security is also addressed in this system. And if all of us would key to it, I think we will have a better Edo tourism sector. So, I want a slide that talks about everyone becomes happy. So that we will share this for everybody who has registered. We will share this so that you understand. Now, what are the benefits of this? We have 3 major components or 3 major So we have the austerity and tourism outfits. We have this is Edo State. Okay, so what is happening is that Edo and Abia, Edo is taking the lead, Abia is following suit, implementing this same initiative. So we have hospitality and tourism establishments, we have the Edo State government, we have the citizens and customers, local and international, we can call them diasporans. Hospitality and tourism establishment. Let me tell you how this benefits you. Number 1, increase business credibility and reputation. Number 2, business improvements and professional development, increase visibility and promotion opportunity, standardization of operation, and the final one is increase revenue for the business. What do I mean by that? With all these I've listed out, you will agree with me that if your hotel is clean, if it's functional, not just hotel, restaurants, lounge, if your people are conscious, you have processes in place that ensure that the customer experience are, they are at a level that's globally accepted. Let me tell all of us something, and I'll tell you. When you accept mediocrity in your establishment, you will lose money. So when you say, oh, I beg you, I went to one hotel outside of those states. I don't mention the state, so I don't put any state down in Nigeria. And I'm sure it could happen. Where I went to, it could happen in Edo State. I want to also charge some of us who have facilities. Stop taking that brother, that sister, that cousin, that relative of yours who is not doing anything and say, okay, I do the thing now. And I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can just help me. Come help them do this. Please don't do it. If you must do it, if you have to do it, go and train them. Go and train them. And don't stop training them. So this application will expose some of these things and will recommend your organization for training. It's not first, there's nothing like, oh, you didn't pay, they will give you. No, it's not like that. I'm going to be giving time. Those things that are not right, to put them in place. Because we know things and times are hard. But it cannot be business as usual. If you must attract, if you must attract the if you must attract the kind of investment, the kind of patronage that will keep us above 60% occupancy at every time. I'm talking about the hotel, but please, I'm not just referring to the hotel only. I'm talking about restaurants. Some of us go to eat in some places. Do you know how that meat is gotten? One of the greatest diseases that spread now is hepatitis B. When we do our food check, health check, on our, because we have a very strong internal mechanism, you must do your check every 6 months. And within our system, thank God, I can tell you we're 100%. But people who try to come in, because of health issues, you have to screen them out. Hepatitis B, if you have somebody with hepatitis B and the sweat touches you, you're in trouble. I'm sorry. But you can't eat in some of these places. The woman is sweating. The boy is sweating. The food is sweet, it's cheap. The cost of your treatment, my dear, I don't know how much you will pay for treatment when you are sick. That food that is cheap, that you are refusing to understand that you must, even you yourself, we're all guilty of it, all of us sitting here. Oh, well, that one when they said pomo, that one when they said goat meat, that is another question like that. So, but again, who is standardizing these people? Who is checking them? Who is ensuring that? So when inspectors go, the field officers go, what are they supposed to do? There is a template which they will follow. It's to make sure that those things are. They are not going to say, oh, have you gone for it? No, let me see it available. It's your business, not fault. But you know the good thing about it? When the questionnaire is given to you, because it's going to be, and they will demonstrate it so you understand. You will find out that if you lie, it's at your own detriment. If you blow your trumpet up, it's at your own detriment. Because the application is such that at some point, there will be a user side of it. So you have an agent and you have a user. So the user will be able to book your facility, see experiences of other people, and make comments accordingly. So what happens is that if you now have a brother or sister and you decide to mark them, excellent, it's a matter of time, your facility will be closed down. The internet is online. It's a matter of time you show yourself out. So we are not here to come and start preaching that, oh, I just take government. No. The stakeholders, that's the message. How do we improve our standards for the benefit so that we make more revenue? That is the truth. The whole idea is for businesses to create more wealth. If businesses create more wealth, if the man from Edo State internal revenue comes, who will give him money? Don't be so. When it's tough, you are stalling. Because there are other things to do. If you want to have government policy, because let me just digress a little bit. When there was this increase in bandwidth, sorry, the price of power, I do not think that government has sat down, several stakeholders and said, what is the effect to these businesses? All of a sudden, from 400,000 naira bill, you are getting 3 million naira bill. There are not many hotels that pay it at Hong Kong. But again, your standards are not in place. So revenue is dropping. Government is asking for more money. Cost of power is increasing. It's an issue. So for us, the beginning is to try to put our house in order. And if we do so, definitely there will be a ripple effect on every establishment. If you recall, a governor of this country one time decided to do what? To train all the policemen in the states. They train all the food vendors. That's Donald Duke. If it was this time, technology will be applied, and you will see that at one point in time, everybody was moving into Calabar. Everybody was moving into Calabar. Everybody was moving into Calabar. You can imagine the revenue. We should not have forced tourism. You don't know what I call forced tourism when there's a burial, when there's a wedding. I must go for that wedding. Now my brother, papa, sister, King, if I don't go, they go vex. You come to Benin by force. You come to Auchi because they must pay burial or wedding. No. Leisurely, you should be able to come and say, you know what? Are they good hotels? Fantastic hotels. There's a minimum standard for the weekend. So for us in the austerity and tourism sector, the bottom line of this is to increase revenue, is to increase profit, is to increase our standards. For the Edo State government, improve industry regulation and compliance, increase revenue generation of costs. You can't give what you don't have. Can you give what you don't have? People are sleeping. Can you give what you don't have? No. So the tax man is here. You are forcing somebody to pay you money. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Are you going to kill him? You can't kill him. But if you join hands with what you are doing now, supporting this initiative, the man increases his revenue, then what happens? Definitely. So it's increased revenue. Promotion of tourism development, of course. So when they are doing, the federal government is sitting there in Abuja, where do we host this national conference? Where do we host this? Where do we host that? Oh, Edo. When they say Edo, it's you. Because your restaurant will increase in sales. Your hotels will increase in accommodation. Your guest houses will increase. Your gym will increase. Your spa will increase. The woman selling akara on the road, it will increase too. So it's a personal and also a collective responsibility for all of us to see these projects come to fruition. Of course, enhancement of state image and investors' confidence. If we have standards that are accepted globally, investors let's look at those states. They maintain, a fairly good standard. They maintain a very good standard. They maintain a very good standard. All that money that you would go, that kind of enforcement, that you take policemen, you will do this, and to be honest with you, let me commend this administration. Because today now, Honorable Commissioner, the peers in management, they are honoring and awarding people. They are honoring and it's going viral. I thank you, sir. I thank you, ma'am. They are honoring people for putting their toe in the map. in the tourism space. Before we are on our own. We are on our own. We are on our own.